Taurus, welcome to your year overview reading for 2019. Just to let you know, this is a general reading and this is for sign of Taurus, sun sign, moon sign and rising sign. You can also check your own personal moon and rising sign, so it gives you an overall picture of what's going for you in the year 2019. If you want to book a personal reading, you can do on my website www.spiritualreadings.net. Go to step 1 to book the reading and then step 2 to purchase that reading. I will be doing your love reading as well, so do watch out for that. And please do like and subscribe to my channel. And so I hope you had a great Christmas and a new year. So what I'm going to do now is proceed with your first month of the year, Taurus, which is January 2019. So we've got Justice card in the upright and we've got the Fool card in the upright. So it seems like with the Justice card, Taurus, you could possibly be dealing with a Libra, because the Justice card does represent a Libra in the tarot. Or there could be some legal matter around you. That's going to work in your favour because it's in the upright position. You're going to get justice here. And as a result, the Fool card, which is walking into this Justice card, shows here that perhaps you are able to now start a new beginning because some legal matter has been resolved. And perhaps it's going to allow you now to venture into new territory and start a new beginning here. So if there are any legal matters, I do believe that in January this will be resolved for most of you. And it's going to allow you to start a new beginning, to venture out into the unknown. Okay, especially if especially if you're dealing with a divorce issue, a legal matter is going to be resolved where you can start a new beginning. If it's a work legal matter, it's showing here that it is going to work out to the way expected. All right. If there are individuals around you in January, then it could possibly be a Libra, which is represented by the Justice card, or the Aries, which is represented by the Fool card, if there are any individuals around you this month. Okay, and perhaps you're collaborating with these people, or there could be just like I said, a legal matter that you're able to kind of a legal matter's going to be resolved that's going to be able to set you free with the Fool card. It's showing here. You've got the Judgment card in the upright in February and the King of Swords in the upright. So it seems like a decision is going to be made in February, Taurus. Something is going to come to surface. You're going to be enlightened about something here. And it could be possibly with a air sign individual. It could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Someone's quite professional, someone's again quite fair, impartial. Very logical in which they approach things. Okay. But it seems like a decision is going to be made. If it is, possibly on a legal matter. I do believe it could be like a legal matter in February. Something's going to come to surface. Because if you notice with the King of Swords, again, it's held in front of him to give you some sort of balance in a situation, some sort of logical advice that's going to come forward where a decision can be made, or perhaps you need to take the steps to think logically to make a decision about something here, Taurus, if it is you. But there is perhaps an air sign around you who is maybe going to be able to assist you with this decision here. And it could be someone who's quite professional as well. So there could be someone who's quite professional, maybe a lawyer, a police officer, a doctor, or someone like that perhaps is going to maybe make a decision here where perhaps you're going to feel enlightened with the Judgment card. Because once a decision has been made, okay, once you are able to see what's going to rise to the surface, you're going to perhaps be able to make fair decisions here with the King of Swords in the upright. Alright, so that's February. Now on to March. It seems like perhaps you're not going to feel like you noticed in March, Taurus, with the Six of Wands in the reverse. And paired with this, you've got the Lover's card as well in the upright position. So perhaps you're not feeling recognised in a relationship the Lover's card here. Okay, perhaps you're being ignored. Or if it is in a business sense, perhaps you're not getting the recognition or success you deserve in a business partnership. Okay, or it could be that if it is a family unit, perhaps there is a mother and a father figure who perhaps not giving the recognition or the success you deserve. Okay, and it seems like maybe this is an issue if it is in some sort of alliance that you're forming here. That you're not getting the recognition, you're not getting the success that you deserve. So your advice card for the first quarter, Taurus, is the Three of Raphael. So it's showing here reasons to celebrate, a community of friends, happy announcements regarding relationships or children. Okay, so yeah, Taurus, it's showing here, you've got a reason to celebrate. Perhaps there's going to be some legal issue that's going to be resolved here, like I said in January, if it is a legal issue. Okay, or perhaps you're going to be dealing with certain individuals, like maybe a Libra or an Aries individual around you. Okay, or there's going to be perhaps a happy announcement that's going to be made here. Something that's maybe going to be resolved. Especially in regards to relationships or children. So I do feel like there could be relationships possibly in the first quarter around you in Taurus that may be something you maybe need to kind of perhaps sort of like maybe overcome. Or maybe an issue with a child, but it seems like some happy announcements are going to be made in the first quarter about that. I feel like it will be resolved for you there, Taurus. Looking in April then, Taurus, we've got the Six of Pentacles in the reverse and with the Ace of Swords in the reverse position. So it could be here that you're coming out this unequal give and take here in April. Okay, so things are going to start balancing out because in the upright it's showing that there's an imbalance. Okay, if you notice, person on the card here is giving more money to one person compared to the other. Okay, but in the reverse position it seems like things are going to balance out. But even though things are going to balance out, you still don't get the mental clarity that you want in April with Ace of Swords in the reverse position. Okay, and maybe you need to take a step back and see why you've not got the mental clarity that you need. Okay, especially if it means balancing your finances, especially on a material level. If there's an equal give and take in a relationship, that's going to equal itself out, but still you're not going to have the mental clarity that you want. However, that's going to apply in that area of your life. Okay. So in May then, Taurus, you've got the Page of Cups in the upright and we've got the King of Wands in the upright. So the Page of Cups could represent a relatively young water sign, Cancer, Scorpio or Pisces. Someone who's making a emotional offer, because Page represents news and it could be news of an emotional offer. Someone who's relatively quite young as well. Okay, and then you've got the King of Wands, who's a more mature energy, which could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So perhaps you're dealing with two individuals here, Taurus. It could be a water sign or a fire sign, okay? And the Page of Cups is perhaps someone's quite sensitive, quite emotional, probably a bit of a younger character. And the King of Wands could represent perhaps a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, who's quite charismatic, courageous, goes after for what he wants. And if you notice this King of Wands looking into this Page of Cups, okay, so it could be perhaps, if it is you on a personal level, perhaps you're focusing on this emotional offer that's being presented, okay. But it seems like even though this person wants to make an emotional offer, they're not sure yet because it's not being presented forward to you. Okay, maybe there's something that maybe they want to kind of make a decision on. Okay, so perhaps even though you're focused on this emotional offer that's been presented, this person's not perhaps quite sure yet whether to bring this forward to you yet or not. If it is on a romantic level. Or if there's someone around you that could be a relatively young water sign or a fire sign around you at the moment. Okay, like I said, someone who's quite creative, someone who's quite sensitive, emotional even, and you got someone who's quite a mature energy, quite fiery, courageous, charismatic individual. So in June, Taurus, we've got the Emperor's card in the upright, and we've got the Lover's card in the upright as well. Two Cups, sorry, in the upright. So it's showing here with the Empress card that something's going to bear fruit and abundance here, especially within a relationship with the Two of Cups. It could be a soulmate type relationship that's being formed here, if it is a relationship that you're involved in, or you just got that you just are a person that you just met. Something's bearing fruit, and perhaps this person is quite a nurturing person, or there's a very nurturing aspect in the relationship, and it could be possibly a Taurus yourself, or it could be a Libra that you're involved in because of the sign of Venus here. Okay, or if it isn't on a romantic level, perhaps you're forming a partnership with someone here. Okay, where there's mutual understanding, where things are bearing fruit in the alliance. Or even if it's a family member, things are progressing, things are becoming more abundant, things are becoming a bit more, the alliance itself is becoming more nurturing. Okay. So your advice card for the second quarter, Taurus, you've got the Six of Ariel, showing you material needs get fulfilled in a magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. Okay, so it seems here that things are going to resolve itself on the material front, as you can see here. That in April that you maybe were concerned about, that you now clarity on, that's going to get resolved. Okay, and it'll be unexpected. Okay, and it's showing here that there will be acts of kindness, maybe showing here with the Empress and the Two of Cups, so there's going to be this nurturing kind quality coming forward. Okay, and there'll then now be a balance of equal give and take, giving and receiving, especially if it's in a relationship or alliance. In July then, Taurus, we've got the Four of Swords in the reverse and the Chariot in the reverse. So the Four of Swords in the reverse is you coming out of recuperation. Okay, you coming out of you taking a break. Okay, or perhaps now you've had enough rest, maybe it's now time to kind of take more action in a situation. Now there's not time to rest, maybe now there's a time to kind of press things forward. Okay, so if you are coming out this resting state, it is showing here that with a Chariot card, if you want to proceed forward, proceed carefully, because the Chariot in the card in the reverse is showing that perhaps even though you want to come out of this resting state or this break that you've been in, perhaps moving forward you need to be a bit careful, because perhaps things may not go how you like it to be. Okay, things may perhaps go out of control, and maybe we need to rein in a little bit in July. So with the month of August, it seems like you've got, with the Page of Pentacles in the upright and the Five of Pentacles in the upright, it seems like there's going to be news presented that's of a material financial offer. Okay, it could possibly be a relatively young earth sign. Okay, so it could be a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. Someone who's quite of a younger nature, but it seems like with the Five of Pentacles, it seems like someone's going to feel like left out in the cold. And because someone's going to feel like left out in the cold, maybe the Page of Pentacles is going to come forward to resolve this matter that you're in. Okay, and it could be of maybe a new job offer. It could be a material financial offer that's being presented here, which will then allow you to come out this feeling of being left out in the cold. Okay. Feel like perhaps someone's giving you a cold shoulder, but there is something going to come forward to kind of counteract this. So in August, you've got the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, and then you've got the Ten of Pentacles in the upright. Okay, so the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse could represent a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn individual. Someone around you is perhaps quite greedy, selfish. Okay, I mean it could represent, and if it's you in the tarot, it could represent It could represent you perhaps having that material financial security that you want to take action on. But perhaps, but either way, you are going to achieve some material financial prosperity here. Okay, it's going to help to bound the unit within the family. But there is some form of maybe someone's been maybe quite stubborn in a situation here, but perhaps maybe you want to save here your finances, because the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse perhaps maybe a bit greedy and selfish. There could be someone around that in the family unit, perhaps if it is in the family dynamic. Maybe there's someone being quite greedy and selfish. Okay, or it could be in a group or an organisation who's being quite stubborn and selfish as well. So this is September we're talking about, aren't we? So yeah, so this is the month for September. For October, we've got High Priestess card in the upright, and we've also got the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So the High Priestess in the upright could represent you perhaps taking a passive stance, letting go, letting God in the situation here. Okay, maybe you taking a step back in October. Maybe perhaps because there could be an air sign around you. It could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Okay, someone who is perhaps being quite verbally quite harsh, maybe a bit manipulative and a bit cunning as well. Okay, but the advice in October is to sit back, take a step back, observe, and let go and let God in the situation here. Okay, so if it is within possibly in a relationship as well, maybe you need to kind of just let go and let go in the situation, especially if it's someone who's quite verbally abusive, someone who's quite stubborn even. Okay, so if it is on a relationship front, you do need to be a bit careful of that. Showing in the month of November, we've got the Three of Cups in the upright, and we've got the King of Pentacles in the upright. So with the Three of Cups in the upright, this could represent in November, perhaps you're going to go out, socialise, you're going to collaborate with people. Okay, you're going to go out, enjoy yourself in the month of November. Okay, or perhaps maybe there might be some third party situation going on that you're not aware of. But it seems like I'm more like that you're going out socialising, collaborating with people here. Okay. And with the King of Pentacles, I mean, it could represent you because it's an earth sign. It could be a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. And the King of Pentacles is quite a well-established person. Someone who takes their material financial affairs very seriously. Or perhaps with the King of Pentacles, maybe, you know, you've got enough to kind of go out and socialise and spend. Okay, and splurge it all out. Okay, but if it is perhaps on a romantic level, perhaps you're going to go out with this individual, go out, maybe spend money, out on holiday somewhere, in perhaps a new environment, a new scene, you know, or if it's with an organisation, perhaps you're going to collaborate with someone where it's on solid ground, and materially, financially, you're making progress. In December then, you've got the Knight of Cups in the upright, and you've got the Four of Pentacles in the upright. So it seems here with the Knight of Cups, maybe someone's making taking action to make an emotional offer here to you, Taurus, in December. Someone who's relatively quite young, like I said, it could be maybe perhaps a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces. Okay, someone who is wanting to make an offer, okay, whether it's an emotional offer or offer to heal a situation, okay, but maybe here you may be a bit too guarded, a bit closed off, okay, maybe you need to let your guard down with the Four of Pentacles in the upright position, okay, or if it is on a business level, Perhaps this is going to be what sign around you who is going to help you in a situation that's going to be able to help you save your money as well in December. So advice card for you, Taurus, in year 2019 in the fourth quarter. You got the Queen of Raphael. Okay, so it's kind, understanding, giving, and psychic. So it's showing here, follow your heart. There's going to be a love of home and family, and trust your psychic information that you're getting as well. Okay, so I feel like you just need to follow your heart, follow your passion. Okay, have love for your home and family, and trust your gut instincts as well in the fourth quarter, because it's going to pay off. Alright, Taurus, so that's your reading for year 2019. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll speak to you soon.